Taylor Bisciotti with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin has named Mason Rudolph the starting quarterback for this week's game against the Seahawks following their win over the Bengals. Tomlin says he'll evaluate where Kenny Pickett is in his return from an ankle injury, but he feels more comfortable with what he saw from Rudolph Saturday. Rudolph went 17 of 27 for 290 yards and 2 touchdowns. Trevor Lawrence suffered a sprained AC joint in his right shoulder in Sunday's loss to the Buccaneers. Head coach Doug Peterson says it's too soon to know if he'll be able to play Sunday against the Panthers. Peterson adds Lawrence is still sore, but doing better. And Jets quarterback Zach Wilson has been ruled out for Thursday's game against the Browns. Head coach Robert Saleh says he is not cleared concussion protocol. Trevor Siemian started in place of Wilson last week and will make his second straight start for the team Thursday. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Wendy's Peppermint Frosty and Frosty Cream Cold Brew make the perfect gift for anyone in your life, especially for you. Yeah, this year you're sitting on your own lap and getting yourself what you want. Finally. And now every day this season, unlock 20% off your total when you get any small, medium, or large Frosty in the Wendy's app. So order something from your own wish list this year.
Limited time only. Participating U.S. Wendy's with app offer and registration. Applies to menu items only. Taxes and fees excluded.
Do you have an invention idea but don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp today. We have representatives nationwide who will explain the InventHelp process step by step. Over 10,000 patents have been secured through InventHelp's patent referral services. The InventHelp data bank includes thousands of companies who have agreed to review new ideas. We've been helping inventors since 1984. Let's help you next. Get started today.
Call 1-800-217-4380. That's 1-800-217-4380. Again, 1-800-217-4380.
And it's a beautiful Wednesday morning. I'm sorry, yesterday felt like Monday all day long. But it's Wednesday, the 27th day of December, 2023. Yeah. Boy, we're just about done with this year, aren't we? I was done with this year a couple of months ago, but, I don't control the calendar. Let's see. What is going on in the world? Well, all sorts of things. Yes. Kim Jong-un's sister has been named the world's most dangerous woman. Yeah, but I guess that's only because Amber Heard stopped trying, huh? Yeah. What can I say? Anyway, we've got a look at all sorts of good things that are coming your way. And we will take a look at world and California news, sports, financial news, weather, lots of things that will be coming up. And, let's take a look at the year in review.
Kxo Radio, a look back at the year that was. A year in your ear.
2023, hands down, the year of you-know-who. Taylor Swift ruled music, streaming, and movie sales.
People would come up to me and they'd be like, you're going to do a show with all the albums in it?
And there was the new boyfriend, the Chiefs' Travis Kelce.
Welcome to Taylor Swift. She is here, everybody.
Top summer movie.
Did you bring your rollerblades?
I literally go nowhere without them.
Barbie skated to almost $1.5 billion at the box office. Dune 2 was delayed.
This world is beyond cruelty.
In the midst of strikes that sidelined the industry for months.
The government has a car that runs on water, man.
One TV star, Danny Masterson, was convicted of rape. Diddy and Russell Brand accused of sex assault. Kevin Spacey acquitted. TV fans lost a friend.
Hollywood is mourning the death of actor Matthew Perry.
Other goodbyes. To Tina Turner, Lisa Marie Presley, and Raquel Welch. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
A year in your ear.
From Kxo Radio.
So, what's going on in the world? Well, we've mentioned a few things. I think Michael Jackson's daughter says she was inspired to be an actress because of her father. Yeah, and I hear the producers of her new movie say they were inspired to cast her because she's Michael Jackson's daughter. Yeah, that's the way it works. How about some birthdays? Let's start off with our big shot birthdays. Actor John Amos is 84. And guitarist Mick Jones, a foreigner, 79. Singer Tracy Nelson, 79. Actor Gerard Depardieu, 75. Singer Carla Bonoff, 72. David Knopfler of Dire Straits, 71. Actor Tova Federlush is 70. Actor Miriam Dabo is 63. Actor Ian Gomez is 59. Actor Teresa Randall, 59. Actor Eva LaRue is 57. I wonder if she's any relation to my Saturday matinee favorite, Lash LaRue. Yeah, I doubt it. Actor Wilson Cruz is 50. Actor Masai Oka, 49. Actor Emily DeRaven is 42. Actor Jay Ellis, 42. Actor Timothy Chalamet is 28. Local birthdays coming up. Are you looking for something fun to do during this week between Christmas and New Year's? Well, head to the Peanut Patch in Yuma. The Peanut Patch. Yeah, it's a great way to spend some time enjoying homemade chocolates. Oh, fresh English toffee. Well, they do so much from scratch at the Peanut Patch. And of course, they do offer tours. It's the Peanut Patch in Yuma. What, you missed somebody's gift? Yeah, they gave you something well, go to the Peanut Patch. You'll find something special like pecan turtles made from scratch, a special recipe. The Peanut Patch. Well, just head to Yuma. Take Avenue 3E from Interstate 8. And head on south past MCAS Yuma until you come to East County 13th Street, turn left, and go about another mile and a half, and it's the Peanut Patch. What a great place to spend some time. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. Let's say happy birthday, Jackie McGee, Julio Camacho, Mary Sotelo, Luis de la Rosa, Tony Alvarado, Eric Ortiz, Joe Florea, George Alvarado, Pedro Gutierrez, Andrea Munoz, Alicia Moran, Adelia Lizarrica Torres, Lorena Collins, Manuel Barcenas, Margaret Gonzalez, Steve Torres, Carl Vindiola, Drea Staten, and Albert Camacho. Happy birthday from KXO. Well, coming up, we've got a look at some world and California news, local news, sports, financial news, weather. Yeah, we'll be busy. We're going to go in depth in the weather, give you an idea what's going on, all according to the National Weather Service. Don't blame me. I just share the information that they give me, okay? It's their fault. But I'm not blaming anybody for the weather we've had recently. Let's jump in with a look at world and California news headlines, brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Lock, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News brief. Donald Trump gets a win in Michigan as its state Supreme Court refuses to hear a challenge to keep him off the ballot. Loyola Law's Lori Levinson.
It gives them some hope that what happened in Colorado is not going to spread to other courts. But they are not out of the woods yet.
The Secretary of State and Homeland Security chief are headed to Mexico City for help in slowing traffic to the border. CBS's Adrienne Bard is there.
We're hearing numbers here in Mexico of, approximately 7,000 people a day. And that's only at some border crossings. So we know there are record numbers.
Israel has stepped up attacks on Hamas targets as hospitals report trouble keeping up with casualties. The Prime Minister's senior advisor, Mark Regev.
We have to see Hamas's military machine destroyed. We have to see the end of Hamas rule in Gaza. Without that, we're just back to square one.
CBS News Brief, I'm Peter King.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. More wet weather in the state. Rain and snow in the forecast for the northern region starting today.
The first storm will end Thursday morning. We'll have a brief little lull Thursday afternoon and evening before rain and mountain snow returns Friday and Saturday.
Jeffrey Wood with the National Weather Service saying the storms will bring colder air to the region as well. A 21-year-old woman killed in a violent 7-car crash in Los Angeles. The driver who allegedly caused it has been arrested.
If you look at the damage on the vehicles, one of the vehicles is almost undistinguishable, so it's very hard to... So speed, I'm sure, was a factor. As to what factor it played, it's hard to know at this time.
Investigators saying 2 of the cars were in motion at the time of the crash. The others parked along the street. The driver of the vehicle carrying the passenger who died was the one arrested. Home prices in the Bay Area are expected to drop next year, and according to Zillow, which predicts that San Jose will see the largest decrease, those prices predicted to drop by roughly 6%. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair, for replacement, call the experts. Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
This is Mary Stoddard. Did you know there's a way to outsmart COVID if you get it? Now there are medicines that can treat COVID whether or not you've been vaccinated, which is great news, especially if you're over 50. If taken in the first 5 days of having symptoms, COVID medicines can help stop the illness from getting serious. Call a healthcare provider or the statewide COVID hotline at 833-422-4255 to learn more about COVID medicines. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
Did you hear that? It sounded like a snake.
I did. That's no snake. Smell that?
Rotten eggs, right?
Yep. I think we just found a natural gas leak. Let's get out of here. Have your phone on you?
Sure do.
Good. Call 911. I'll call the gas company. We need to report this right away.
This important natural gas safety message has been brought to you by Great Basin Gas Transmission Company.
It's page 1 of the local news. Page 1 of service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. 3 locations to serve you. At El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall. Well, the latest numbers on unemployment in the Valley are out. George Gale has more.
Those are the latest numbers available. A report was released by the Labor Market Information Division of the Employment Development Department. According to the report, unemployment in November was at 18.7%. That's down from a revised 19.5% in October. However, it is above the year-ago estimate of 16.4%. This compares with an unadjusted unemployment rate of 4.9% for the state and 3.5% for the nation during the same period. According to the report, 14,000 eligible workers were unemployed out of a labor force in Imperial County of 74,900. As of November, Imperial County again had the highest unemployment rate in the state of California. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Well, a 34-year-old man was arrested. El Centro Police responded to the 100 block of Heil Court shortly before 9 p.m. Christmas evening after receiving a report of a man looking into vehicles parked in the neighborhood. Residents confronted the man and he fled. Officers were able to locate the man. They detained him just a short time later. He was positively identified as the suspect. He was arrested and booked into Imperial County Jail on charges of assault with a deadly weapon. As it turns out, earlier that day, that same man had been identified as the suspect in an incident where a cab driver reported to El Centro Police that he had driven the man from Anaheim to El Centro, and on arrival, the man walked away without paying the $633 cab fare. KXO News Time, 7:42. Before you head out on the road, head into El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. Ask for the works. Trained technicians will change the oil using up to 6 quarts of synthetic blend oil. Change the filter, rotate the tires, top off the fluids, check the belts, hoses, battery, and brakes, all for one low price. It's the works at Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, at El Centro Motors, the Imperial Valley Mall, and the Brawley Auto Center, or with their new mobile service wherever you are. Well, the Salton Sea Bird Festival is coming up in January. Bird watchers from throughout the world expected to attend. The 2024 Bird Festival will be held January 13th. The main event at the Salton Sea State Recreation Area at North Shore. Side events at the Sonny Bono Salton Sea National Wildlife Refuge near Calipatria. Activities scheduled throughout the day from 7 a.m. till 4 p.m. There'll be Salton Sea Talks, bird walks, bird photography classes, and guided tours. You can visit the website for more information. The City of Imperial reorganized. Well, they reorganized the city council. They've got new leadership into the new year. Here's George Gale.
The reorganization was held last week. Outgoing Mayor Katie Burnworth was recognized and honored by various groups and individuals. Burnworth then nominated her replacement, and after the vote, she turned the gavel over to Robert Amparano. James Tucker was chosen as the mayor pro tem. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And the fourth annual Tamale Festival coming up January 20th. It'll be held at Tito Huerta Park in Heber from 10 a.m. till 5 p.m. In addition to tamales, there'll be a car show, jalapeno eating contest. I'll pass. A beer garden, that's okay. Local performers, vendors, and other entertainment. Of course, the public encouraged to attend. That's it for page one of the local news. Page one of service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. 3 locations to serve you in the Valley. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
If that sound gives you nightmares, there's a cheap and easy way to avoid engines not firing. Stable, America's #1 fuel stabilizer, ensures quick and easy starts after storage. Stable's proprietary formula keeps fuel fresh for 2 years, outperforming competitors. Pour Stable in your gas can or directly into the tank of your car, truck, hybrid, boat, ATV, motorcycle, or lawnmower to prevent fuel-related engine problems that cost time and money. When you store, start with Stable.
My dad has a cold, but also has high blood pressure. That's why I got him Vicks DayQuil High Blood Pressure for max strength daytime relief. Unlike some ordinary cold medicines, it's specially formulated for people like my dad. DayQuil High Blood Pressure is sugar-free, alcohol-free, and decongestant-free.
Vicks DayQuil High Blood Pressure. The daytime, non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, cold, and flu for people with high blood pressure.
Like my dad.
Medicine. Use as directed.
Page 2 of the local news and weather, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, serving the best burgers in town. Daily lunch specials Monday through Friday. Of course, happy hour, 3 till 6 p.m. daily. A date has been set for the recall vote in Calexico. Here's George.
The decision was reached last week. A tumultuous city council meeting was held in Calexico. Both sides of the recall issue spoke. It was the registrar of voters, Lindsay Dale, who finally asked that the date be set. She recommended April 16th be approved. She said it was the most convenient date for her department. Dale said her department would be counting ballots for the March 5th primary. She said they would be able to send out ballots to the Calexico voters on March 18th. A coalition was created some time ago seeking the recall of Calexico Mayor Raul Ureña and Council Member Gilberto Manzanares. They collected signatures for months, accumulating enough qualified signatures to allow for the special election. Special election was approved by the City Council for April 16th. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Well, expect increased El Centro police patrols. They'll be on the streets looking for drivers suspected of being under the influence of drugs or alcohol. The Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over program in effect through New Year's Day. According to El Centro Police Department Sergeant Adrian Chilpa, impaired driving isn't just dangerous, it's illegal. Let's make this a joyful and safe holiday season for everyone on the road. Funding for the program provided by the California Office of Traffic Safety through the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Off they go into the wild blue yonder. Yeah, it's Young Eagles Day. Free airplane rides for kids. George has more.
It will be held January 6th. The event will run from 9 a.m. to 12 noon at the Imperial County Airport. The event is presented by the Imperial County Lions. Participating will be the Young Eagles EAA and Palm Springs Wings, Chapter 1116. They will be providing free airplane rides to kids 8 through 17 years of age. There will be a 15 to 20-minute ride around the Imperial Valley. To register, go to youngeaglesday.org/5294. The kid's legal guardian must be present. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And get ready. The new courthouse is ready to open. It'll officially begin operation on Tuesday, January 2nd, the new criminal courthouse on Wake Avenue in El Centro. Coming up, we've got weather.
At Burgers and Beer, Christmas is one of the most important times of the year for us. It's a time for us to stop and give thanks for our blessings and celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. Let the spirit of love gently fill our hearts and homes. In this loveliest of seasons, may you find many reasons for happiness. Wishing you and your family health, happiness, peace, and prosperity this holiday season and in the coming new year. From your Burgers and Beer family.
The National Weather Service says dry and tranquil conditions will prevail over the southwestern U.S. through at least the end of the week. After cold temperatures this morning, a gradual warming trend is expected through the end of the week, with highs peaking at near to slightly above their normal values on Friday and Saturday. 70, the high in the valley yesterday, 44, the overnight low. Partly sunny today with a high near 69. Southwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming east-northeast. Mostly cloudy tonight with a low around 47. Light wind becoming south-southeast about 5 miles an hour. Sunny on Thursday with a high near 72. West-southwest wind about 5 miles an hour, then becoming calm. We have 49 degrees, 62% relative humidity, wind out of the south-southeast, 3 to 5 miles an hour. Local news, page 2, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family or meet your friends at Burgers and Beer.
Timing is everything, and now is the time to buy, San Diego. During the year-end sell-a-thon at your San Diego County Ford dealers, it's time for our biggest offers of the year on the entire Ford lineup of trucks and SUVs, like the built Ford Tough F-150, part of Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 46 years and counting, or the adventure-ready Ford Bronco Sport with GOAT modes to help you conquer the great outdoors, and the always electrifying Ford Mustang Mach-E with 0 to 60 thrills and 0 emissions. Now is the time to buy during the year-end sell-a-thon at your San Diego County Ford dealers with exclusive offers on your favorite Ford vehicles. And now is your time to get behind the wheel of the Ford truck or SUV you've always wanted. But time is running out. These offers absolutely end on January 2nd. Visit your San Diego County Ford dealer today. Based on 1977 to 2022 calendar year total sales.
All offers valid at your Imperial County Ford dealer. And it's Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. It was history. The fans didn't want to see the Detroit Pistons. They dropped their 27th straight game with a 118-112 loss to the Brooklyn Nets. Yeah. Well, anywhere elsewhere in the NBA, the Magic beat the Wizards 127-119. Bulls beat the Hawks 118-113. Pacers got by the Rockets 123-117. The Grizzlies went overtime before they slipped by the Pelicans 116-115. Thunder topped the Timberwolves 129-106. Jazz jumped on the Spurs 130-118. Trailblazers clobbered the Kings 130-113. And the Clippers over the Hornets 113-104.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
College football bowl games continue. Why? It'll be Tulane and Virginia Tech in the Military Bowl presented by GoBowling.com. North Carolina, West Virginia in Duke's Mayo Bowl. And Louisville, USC in the Holiday Bowl. Texas A&M and Oklahoma State in the Tax Act Texas Bowl. Whoopee. And let's see. In NFL action, a series of tests revealed that Minnesota Vikings tight end T.J. Hawkinson tore both the ACL and MCL ligaments in his right knee during the team's loss to the Lions on Sunday. Hawkinson will be placed on injured reserve, surgery scheduled soon. New York Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers is miffed that conspiracy theorists are portraying him as selfish for taking up a roster spot, even though he's not playing. He said it wasn't his idea to be activated from injured reserve. And the Houston Texans claimed safety Kareem Jackson off waivers yesterday, one day after he was released by the Denver Broncos. Jackson had a tumultuous season that has included 2 suspensions, most recently for 4 games. He's been ejected from 2 games for repeated violations of unnecessary roughness rules. And Las Vegas Raiders interim coach Antonio Pierce is making his case to get the job full-time, especially in the wake of a blowout victory over the Chargers and Sunday's upset of the Chiefs. Pierce says, I'm going to keep saying it as long as it looks right, sounds right, and smells right. I'm fine with it, win, lose, or draw. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers.
Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
And let's take a look at financial news with a brief look at the weather, brought to you by Southwest Security. They offer 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil in El Centro. The New York Times has sued OpenAI and Microsoft for copyright infringement, alleging that the company's artificial intelligence technology illegally copied millions of times articles to train ChatGPT and other services to provide people with information, technology that now competes with the Times. The complaint is the latest in a string of lawsuits that seek to limit the use of alleged scraping of wide swaths of content from across the internet without compensation to train so-called large language artificial intelligence models. And the winter holidays typically make for busier times at the Open Door Pantry food shelf in the Twin Cities. Yeah, but even more so lately. The dollar not going as far as necessary, and that's felt even in the Imperial Valley. The U.S. saw inflation spike to levels not seen in 4 decades, and the Federal Reserve was in the throes of a historic rate hike campaign to cool it back down most of the year. So what's happening on the big board? Mixed right now. The Dow up 44 points at 37,589. The S&P 500 off 1.5 points at 47.73. The NASDAQ down 8 at 15,066. Gold jumped at 19.28 an ounce, and oil off 55 cents a barrel.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Hile in El Centro.
Partly sunny skies today with a high near 69, southwest wind about 5 miles an hour, then becoming east-northeast. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a low around 47, light wind becoming south-southeast about 5 miles an hour. It'll be sunny on Thursday with a high near 72, west-southwest wind about 5 miles an hour. And right now, downtown El Centro, 50 degrees, 61% relative humidity, the wind calm. Financial news brought to you this morning by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal. You'll find them at the corner of 4th and Hile in El Centro. CBS News coming up, and we'll be back right after that.
What do you get when you combine a round of golf with a strike or two with the excitement of playing the slots? What do you get? All the fun under the sun. And that's what you'll find and more at Kokopah Casino and Resort, South Highway 95 in Somerton, KokopahResort.com. Who can use an extra holiday payday? Stop in for your chance to win up to $50,000 with You'll Win Cash.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO. KXO.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Monica Ricks. Michigan's Supreme Court has ruled former President Trump can stay on the state's primary ballot next year. Loyola law professor Lori Levinson weighs in.
The fact that the Michigan court has held that they are not going to bar Trump from the ballot, but you have the Colorado court saying they will, means that for the Trump camp, they can expect that this will be a fight probably in the Supreme Court.
A similar measure was also rejected in North Carolina last week. Secretary of State Antony Blinken and Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas will meet with Mexico's president later today over the latest migrant crisis at the southern border. Here's CBS's Adrienne Bard.
I don't think the expectations are very high. Mexico's president, who is from the left, has consistently been saying that the United States needs to attack the root causes of migration.
Close to 2,000 flights have now been delayed over severe weather today. CBS's Jared Hills tracking travel.
Folks flying out of Newark, New Jersey.
Everything easy, nice.
And Detroit say the post-Christmas rush has been less hectic than expected.
I was concerned that there might be a lot of people traveling today, but I was surprised that the plane was very empty.
Friday and Monday will be two of the busiest days for the nation's airports, according to the TSA. And the National Weather Service is forecasting rain in parts of the Northeast, South, and West later in the week.
In the Middle East, the Israeli militaries launched more heavy attacks against Hamas in Gaza amid more pressure to stop the violence and get more aid there. Israeli government advisor Mark Regev was on the BBC.
Trucks that we've already inspected and authorized that have entered the southern part of the Gaza Strip are somehow being held up. And our concern is that Hamas is deliberately creating a problem with the distribution of the aid so as to put pressure on the international community to put pressure on for a ceasefire, because that's their only lifeline.
Police in San Antonio say they believe a missing pregnant teenager, Savannah Soto, and her boyfriend have been found dead. CBS's Lilia Luciano reports.
The police chief said investigators believe the bodies had been in the car for 3 or 4 days.
We still don't have answers as to what happened to her.
Soto's grandmother, Rachel, said the 18-year-old was thrilled about becoming a mother. The last time the family said they heard from her was Friday afternoon, a day before she missed her appointment for her labor induction.
The Eiffel Tower is shut down till further notice in Paris because of a strike over contract negotiations. This is one of the world's most visited sites. It is typically open year-round. This is CBS News.
You don't need a job platform, you need a hiring partner. Indeed lets you schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from one place. Start at Indeed.com/credits.
Did you know 1 in 4 car batteries is weak and needs to be replaced? O'Reilly Auto Parts will test your battery for free. If your battery needs to be replaced, our professional parts people can help you find the right Superstart battery for your vehicle and budget. Don't wait. Get your battery tested for free today at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
So you're in the middle of a kitchen update, and you can't tell if that's a faucet stem or a flange. With the Home Depot app, doing doesn't miss a beat. It'll find what you need in a snap, and it'll show you how to find it in store with a tap. Or get it delivered free. For doing that doesn't stop. Download the Home Depot app. It's made for doing.
Google just unveiled its biggest searches of 2023. Here's CBS's Stacey Lynn.
The top news search was the Israel-Gaza war. As for people we Googled most, Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce topped the list with a little help from his very famous girlfriend.
They went absolutely insane when they showed Taylor on the screen.
Another football player, Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin, was also searched up.
He got up and just went right back down
after he collapsed on the field. And when it comes to people who died in the past year,
can I interest you in a sarcastic comment?
We were most interested in finding details out about the deaths of Friends star Matthew Perry and the legendary Tina Turner. Stacey Lynn, CBS News.
New Year's Eve now less than a week away, and experts are warning people about popping bottles. A new study shows that those corks can fly about 50 miles an hour, and it sends hundreds to the hospital every New Year. Monica Ricks, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
When I wake up in the morning.
AM 1230.
Here we go now.
KXO.
1230.